Hi, welcome back to the Nervia Valley in Italy. In this week's episode, we attempt to reach the mountain village of Castel Vittorio, discover an incredible church and a wonderful restaurant, and go skinny dipping with some scampistas in the Nervia stream.
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off!
But before we can do any of that, we have to find a way off the road down from Pina. Hoping we're going to come out back on the main road at the other end of Pina, at the beginning of Pina. Yeah?
Yeah.
So we're now back on the main road, I think, through Pina, or are we? Answer no, but sometimes when you're travelling, a wrong turn can lead to a right result, and we discovered this incredible church. Let's have a look inside, Mr. Boo. Wow. How fantastic. Look at this incredible ceiling. And I thought when we first saw it, it was going to be locked up and in ruin. But it's just magical. It's so gorgeous and it's so perfect in size, and the paintwork is just incredible. It's like a theatrical set for a church. Look at this gorgeous floor as well. Isn't it fabulous? Look at this boat, Mr. Boo, what's that about?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because I know you love a Mr. Boo fun fact. So, our lovely logman of Alcatraz was cutting down trees earlier because all the trees here were used to make boats in the past. So it's known for the wood for boat making, this whole Isla Bona area.
We got no sleep, so you could make a boat.
Yeah, well, you never know when there could be another flood.
I prefer to sleep.
But true story, on the coat of arms of Isla Bona, there's a boat, which doesn't make sense because
It's
we're
nowhere near
many
the
kilometres
sea.
from the sea.
That's a
But
very
it's
good
because
fact.
they make a boat. They use the woods from around here that we're surrounded by to make boats. And it goes back to the Genoese port and making boats and everything.
When Genoa was the centre of the world. And so, having established a possible reason why the woodman of Alcatraz woke us up at 3 AM chopping his trees down, we headed for Castel Vittorio. The battle here is to avoid the potholes.
And the gutters.
Yeah. Wow. Wow, look at that. And that is Castel Vittorio. down in front of us like a blanket on a hillside. Come on, Elton, we're down to 47 kilometres of range left, but given most of it's downhill, we should be okay. On the way back, that is. This bit's still quite considerably uphill. It's funny because you think you're there, and then it's a really windy road to get to it, isn't it? It's not, you can see it, you can touch it, you can taste it.
I think between Pina and Castel Vittorio, as the crow flies, it's 2 kilometres. I read that you can hear the church bells from each one in either place because you're so close.
Right.
But to get here on the road is, I think, 6 or 7.
Right.
Because we're winding round
Yeah, yeah.
the hillside and crossing the valley and up over the...
Just incredible views, absolutely incredible. Can you see the village up there? Well, we read that this was a magical drive. It is wondrous, I think, absolutely wondrous. Come into the town where we're hoping that the restaurant we've heard about is going to be open, but we have noticed that in true me and Mon Ami style, there is a holiday on for 3 days for some obscure saint, and we keep seeing a sign outside various restaurants that says closed for 3 days. But, these Piaggio apes, you still see so many of these in Italy, you see very few in France now. They're sort of replacement for the donkey and cart, weren't they? This looks like a restaurant, but it looks like they're doing it up. Oh god. Is this the other one that we thought sounded good and then it said it was closed? Yeah, it is. It looks like they had a fire. Oh dear. It's all been cleared out. I don't think we'll be dining there, do you?
No.
And that could be the end of our options. Another triumph for dining.
Let's see if we can find a shady parking space.
We could always go back into that one we saw in Pina that I thought looked quite nice. That guy.
Wasn't the one that was on fire there. It wasn't the one that we're looking for.
No, that's the other old one. There's another one up there, look.
Yeah.
Let's keep driving and looking for it, yeah?
Okay.
Because walking takes forever, but...
Okay.
So yet again, it's a fantastic town that you can drive through. Is this the church? Oh no, Bar Ristorante Osteria del Portico. Wasn't that where we wanted?
That's where we want to go.
So we're going to have to go into the town again.
Again. But does this say motorbikes only? Yeah.
Motorbikes only?
Yeah, because even we're not getting through there.
Really?
Skinny mini. Yeah.
We would.
We wouldn't do.
Does that really mean motorbikes only? Are motorbikes prohibited?
Well, I think everything's prohibited because you can't drive there.
Oh. Are these parking spaces?
Only if you're disabled.
Well, that one is, this one isn't.
Okay. Well, let's park here.
Oh, I can't see a reason not to, can you?
No.
Unless it's a local spot and then they're going to get that. I guess if we find the restaurants up there, we can go park in the space at the bottom and walk up, can't we?
Yeah, I would have just parked. I think we should just park in the car park.
But we're then walking back to find the restaurant's not open.
Well, do you want me to check if the restaurant's open?
That's what we both can check.
C'est là le bar?
The only other Chihuahua in the village was also looking for an open restaurant.
Si c'est ouvert, merci beaucoup, monsieur.
Oui, aussi nous on regarde si c'est ouvert.
C'est ouvert, non?
Ouvert?
Ah, oui.
Ok.
Super.
It's so cute. It's like a little old lady's living room, and it's got one of those, nets down over the door. So I peeked through and I said, "Are you open?" She went, "Yes." Tinfoil on. Let's have lunch. This feels like a very authentic restaurant. Let's see whether it is. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not.
Buongiorno. Vieni.
What have we got, Mr. Boo?
We got some antipasti, so some sun-dried tomatoes, artichokes, mushrooms, some kind of creamed something, some little Ligurian treats, and that looks like some persilade ham, vitello tonato, our favourite, and bresaola with some parmigiano.
Bresaola is absolutely delicious. And this, I think it's tongue with persilade. And these are like sort of courgette. I'm not sure what else is in them, are you?
Like a little flan.
Like a little flan. It's really, really good. So it's the pasta course, Mr. Boo. What have you got?
I've got a special cheese and garlic local dish.
And that's all for you?
That's all for me.
And that's just your second course?
Yeah, my intermediary.
This is my very small portion. This is my second course of tagliatelle lapam in rabbit sauce.
It's quite a lot. For me.
I think there's enough for a small family and maybe to fuel the car. No problem. We've got escargot and we've got lapang rabbit. Now we could have had chips as well, couldn't we?
Some chips as well.
We felt after our pasta course it might be a bit greedy, but salad's nice.
Salad.
Turn us into rabbits.
Snaily and smoky. In fact, they've been on like a barbecue and they're like oak smoked.
So this is rabbit and bacon, just in case you didn't have enough flavour. It's very smoky, very oily and full of flavour, and also with added olive.
Ligurian olives.
Ligurian olives from the groves just down the road. Just talking to the girl who's been serving us, and she's a member of the family who've lived here for, worked here since 1988. And the lady on the wall was Mama, and she's still alive. She's just doing less work, but the family also have another restaurant down there. So they are the kings of Castel Vittorio, or the queens. But the interesting thing about this restaurant is we never saw a menu as we came in. I have absolutely zero idea how much it's going to cost. They can charge us anything. It could be like one of those lady bars in Bangkok.
It's so similar to a lady bar.
We could be landing with a $500 charge. Something tells me we won't be. I'll pay.
I'll pay.
Oh, Mr. Boo, how much was it?
It was €60 for everything.
So we had 4 courses each,
Yes.
coffee, half a litre of wine each,
Yes.
€30 each.
Yes.
Amazing. Still to come, we drive to the Nervia stream and go skinny dipping with some local scampistas. So let's just give you a quick taste of this village because it is absolutely stunning. I do quite a lot of these village perches, but this is quite something. And the amazing thing is, on this mid-June day, there is not a tourist around. It's absolutely perfect. Look at that. This is the village clock. Unbelievably beautiful. Look at this little square where everybody would live. Well, would live, do live. It's just amazing. If you're fancying a bit of Italy, there's a fair bit for sale here. So strange to have this clock tower. I mean, look at this either side. And then this clock tower is absolutely ginormous. And towers above these little houses. Pop, folk and jazz. So this map we just found on the wall tells you when bits were constructed. So the bit we were just in with the clock tower, that's the oldest bit. That was constructed between 9 and 1300.
Right.
Amazing. And then as you come out, 1300 to 1650, and then the outer ring, mere infant, 1650 to 1758, and then these bits, these green bits, these are like the barrack houses around the edge. These were built between 1758 and 1850. But wow, this bit is 900 to 1300. That is seriously old, and that's why it looks like it does.
Indeed.
And that's why it's so amazing. I think this is one of those barrack homes I was talking about. Having seen that map, you really can get a sense of those different rings of history, those different eras, can't you? The width of the street, the height of the buildings, the closeness to the clock tower, the buttressing. And just as you walk down here, just look at that view. Apartment here with a mezzanine bed. I want to do one more thing on this vlog, Mr. Boo.
Okay.
And it's do what you promised me, which is to take me to the river and to swim in a river, because I've never swum in a river. And there is a river below that ridiculous road that we drove up, where apparently I can swim with the sharks.
If not with the sharks, we can certainly try and wash away your sins.
Let's go. So the temperature on my in-car thermometer is 50 degrees. I think we're going to need that water. Whilst parking up, Mr. Boo makes friends with a local farmer who's fascinated by our Citroen Ami. He quite fancies one for himself. He's sick of paying the expensive fuel costs. He's not sure about the top speed though. So this is where we're going, Mr. Boo. Pont Romanico sul Rio Carne.
Yes, the Roman bridge over the River Carne.
Oh.
And look, there's a little dog at the end.
Oh yes, having a poo.
Oh no.
Halloween. There's a sign there saying pick up your dog poo, and she just took that as a hint. What a dreamy little spot, how amazing. So, in theory, we are headed somewhere down here to swim. Look at this gorgeous little house in here. Ah, Halloween.
I said, you watch Halloween while I go and look at... Okay. Let's see if it's worth going up here.
It really is the most magical spot, and it's made all the better by local couples who are so open in showing their affection to one another in public. Well, what an adventure, and I finally made it into a river. I can't say I'm going to manage to swim, but I'm going to do quite a lot of paddling to cool off. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please buy us a coffee, please give us a like, please give us a comment. Have a great week, everyone. We will see you on the next one. Ciao.